Now, New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
There is no bigger party anywhere in the world. You're taking a live look right now at Times Square. 2 more hours until we say hello to 2024.
An estimated 1.2 million people are packed into Times Square, ready to see the ball drop. It takes months of planning, hundreds of staffers and volunteers, and coordination with the NYPD to make sure 2024 gets off to a safe and magical start. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Liz Cho.
You've been watching Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, and joining us now, the host and our friend, Ryan Seacrest. Ryan, wow, the crowd looks electric. What's the energy like out there, my friend?
Joe and Liz, I'm being spoiled tonight. It is so comfortable, as you know.
Yes.
These temperatures, I'm not used to this.
Yep.
The crowd has been here, as you know, for hours. They're so excited from all over the country and all over the world to see that ball drop. So far, we've had a couple of hours of performances and a lot of action and a big night to come. But I really feel like I should have a coat, but I just don't want to wear one.
That you would cover up that beautiful tuxedo that you have on. And we love the velvet, Ryan.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's working for you.
I'm sucking it in.
Ryan, we want to congratulate you on hosting 19 years now. I don't know where that time has gone. How have things changed from when you first started this gig nearly 2 decades ago?
Well, I think this show has grown with every year that's gone by. We try and add performances and different components. I mean, tonight we're in New York City, we're in Las Vegas, we're in Miami, we're in South Korea, we're in everywhere we can be. So with each year that goes by, we try to add a layer to it.
And who do we still have left to perform ahead tonight?
Joe, I mean, come on. How do I know what's coming up? All right, LL Cool J's coming up, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Post Malone in Las Vegas. How's that for a tease?
There you go.
Just amazing. And we love seeing Green Day earlier on.
Yes, right?
Amazing.
Good stuff.
Hall of Famers.
Thanks, Ryan. Happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year.
Appreciate you guys. Take care. Happy New Year.
Take care. Well, as you can see, it is standing room only in Times Square. Some people have been waiting and camping in the area since yesterday, hoping to get the perfect spot to watch the ball drop.
And we know someone with perhaps the best seat in the house. Take a look. He's our very own Anthony Carlo, and he joins us from the crossroads of the world. Hello, my friend. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Liz. Listen, it's been a great night. I have to echo what Ryan said there. You know, everything has been cooperating with us. We've seen so many great performers so far. Megan Thee Stallion. I could go on and on. There were a couple of new concerns this year related to security. We know there were protests nearby, close to Times Square, related to the conflict in the Middle East. Police say it's been relatively quiet, but very, very loud here in the crossroads of the world. And we've talked to people who've come here from all over because it is loud, it is big, it is the only place to be to ring in 2024. They travel here from all around the globe.
I come from Chile.
Pouring into the crossroads of the world for a tradition some have waited their whole lives to be a part of.
This was on our bucket list. I've been waiting to do this for years. Wasn't sure we're going to make it in this year. I looked at it might be full, but it's been fantastic, and we're going to have a great night.
The excitement for 2024 can't be contained. The crowds, an estimated 1 million people in Times Square, packed in like sardines, bursting with energy. Who are you looking forward to most to seeing perform?
Megan Thee Stallion.
For some, it's just the incomparable human experience, both shared
I'm emotional, believe it or not.
and intimate.
I'm just excited to spend the next year with this guy. 2024!
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. I'm just excited to be here with her and the opportunities that we have together and for the new year. So
Safe to say you guys will be sharing a New Year's kiss.
Yes, sir!
We'll have the cameras out.
Awesome.
It's also about winning in the new year. The National Women's Soccer League champions helping count down to 2024.
This is our moment. Yeah, we're really excited, and this is exciting to, be with each other and to celebrate once more together.
Perhaps the biggest victory of all, keeping people safe as they ring in the new year.
It is the greatest police department because of what's behind me, the men and women who make up our ranks. Extraordinary human beings, highly trained. They're prepared for anything that comes their way.
And again, police have done so successfully, pulling on every tool in the toolkit to do so, to make sure that everybody out here can ring in 2024 with peace of mind. You know, I am wearing the bow tie. The weather is cooperating with me. There's a little more significance to that. The ball that will descend upon us very soon. The lighting pattern this year, shaped in bow ties, a tribute to Times Square, known as the bow tie because of the shape of the streets. We're live here tonight in Times Square. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Anthony. You're killing it. The jacket looks great. You look fabulous. Great work tonight. The good news for the hundreds of thousands of people standing outside all day in Times Square with no heaters and no bathrooms. It was a chilly day, but not as cold as we've seen in years past, Jeff. We don't have to go back too far.
One that really stands out 6 years ago when we were ringing in 2018, it was 9 degrees during the ball drop with a wind chill of 4 degrees below zero. So we can take temperatures in the lower 40s. One thing that we're seeing, though, looking at the radars, there's an increasing possibility that there can be a rain or snow shower right around ball drop or just after. These chances were more like 10 to 20% earlier. Now they're more like 40 to 50% between midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning. Again, a rain or snow shower affecting parts of the area. From this little batch crossing over the Delaware Water Gap from Pennsylvania into western parts of New Jersey, a little snow shower flurry moving into parts of Hunterdon and Warren counties, and some steadier precipitation here just north of Allentown. And we'll just have to take a look at this futurecast by midnight, right when that ball's coming down. We're talking about maybe a few snow showers over northern New Jersey between midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning. A rain or snow shower moving across the 5 boroughs of New York City before it all fizzles out by around 2 o'clock in the morning. 43 right now in the city, 30s in basically all of the outlying areas. By the way, still have issues along the Passaic River from that rainfall that we got last Wednesday night. We still have minor flooding, Singac until late this evening, Pine Brook until early Tuesday afternoon. Just minor flooding there, that receding. 37 eventually for a low tonight. Again, that late night rain or snow shower. Could be a rain or snow shower to start tomorrow. A lot of clouds lingering. That high getting up to 44. If we're lucky, we see a few peaks of sun. Very minor system on Thursday. What could be interesting is what happens later on in the weekend. A wintry trend. It could be rain, could be snow, could be something in between. Could be a significant East Coast storm. We'll talk about that in your AccuWeather 7-day forecast coming up. Joe, Liz?
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll see you in a few minutes. We are following some breaking news that's happening in Brooklyn as firefighters battle huge flames that could be seen from miles away. This is at an apartment building in East New York.
Yeah, this fire quickly escalated to 4 alarms after spreading to several units. A very difficult way to head into the new year for those folks affected. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live at the scene with the very latest. Sonia.
Yeah, Liz and Joe, good evening. Fire marshals are investigating whether illegal fireworks started this fire, and they collected a box of fireworks here in the courtyard where they believe that might have started this. They cannot make that determination, though, until they investigate. What they can say with certainty is that construction materials caught fire, and you can see the damage here to multiple apartments. Had those construction materials not been so close to the building here on Skank Avenue, you wouldn't have had the fire spread the way it did. 12 apartments had fire in them, and this is a NYCHA building. Those buildings are built with fireproof materials that don't allow fire to spread from one apartment to the next, but that is not what happened here. The fire moved from the outside in and spread up and outside the building into those apartments, requiring 180 FDNY personnel to tackle this fire because it went to 4 alarms. Now, residents are very upset with the building management company called Boulevard for leaving these renovation materials here, and of course, with whoever was using illegal fireworks.
Some kids was playing with fireworks here, and the sparks went over, one of the things fell over and went inside where the construction guys left the equipment at, and next thing you know, it was up in the air.
2 seconds from the fireworks, the whole storage bin went up in flames, and the back of the house, the building, all of those apartments, the flame went right into their windows.
Those construction materials, did they make the situation worse?
Yeah, that from our view right now, that's what initially was burning on the outside of the building, and the flames were so high that it then burned into the building.
Yeah, again, the fire marshal took a box of spent fireworks from the scene, but they need to investigate whether that actually started this before they can say for sure. What they can tell us about injuries is that 7 people are being treated for smoke inhalation. 2 of them are children and 2 of them are firefighters. They are all being treated at the hospital. They are expected to be okay. Those injuries are minor, and they all got out. At least 12 families who did not intend to ring in the new year this way are getting help tonight from the Red Cross. That's the very latest. Live from East New York, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Sonia, thank you very much. And still ahead on the special edition of Eyewitness News, a tough week for some families on Manhattan's east side after a steam leak forced them to shelter in place. The good news tonight, after nearly a week of cleanup.
And let's take a look at Times Square. We continue to count down to 2024. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.
The NYPD says officers will be ready if demonstrators try to disrupt the New Year's Eve celebrations tonight. And while things remain calm in Times Square right now, protesters calling for a ceasefire in the Middle East did make their way through much of Manhattan today, from Columbus Circle to Bryant Park to the Macy's in Herald Square. Police tell us that there was at least 1 arrest for disorderly conduct.
Eyewitness News has learned the suspect in a shooting in Brooklyn this afternoon is a retired NYPD captain. Police sources say he opened fire on another man along busy Coney Island Avenue in Brighton Beach. The victim was hit in the leg. After the shooting, both cars sat in the middle of the street behind some crime scene tape there. Our police source says the shooting may be a case of road rage.
Several blocks on Manhattan's east side that were shut down for that steam leak cleanup are back open tonight. On Wednesday, the steam leak caused concern about asbestos and other hazardous chemicals in the air. The cleanup and testing forced crews to close street to cars and businesses. People living in the area were also asked to shelter in place. City leaders say that there was no evidence of asbestos. The cleanup also led to some outages, but Con Ed says all the service has since been restored.
In Brooklyn, it's something we've reported far too often in 2023. Firefighters found many lithium-ion batteries this afternoon inside a burning apartment in East Williamsburg. That's after 3 people were rescued, all with burns, including a blind teenager with autism. First responders rushed them to New York Cornell Hospital, 1 in very serious condition.
Well, calls for change in Bridgeport, Connecticut following an industrial explosion on Friday. The mayor and his top department heads want more accountability and transparency from businesses with the city's borders. The blast happened when a worker opened a valve to receive a shipment of chemicals. There are concerns the explosion released toxins into the air and water.
2024 begins with a baby formula recall reminiscent of 2022. The makers of Nutramygen say 675,000 cans of the formula may contain the same bacteria that caused the formula shortage last year. The fear is contamination from a plant in Michigan. The company says the formula has been out there for months with no reports of illness. The FDA says if you have the formula, throw it out. We continue to count down to 2024.
Thankfully, the weather cooperated with the estimated million revelers in Times Square right now. So how is the first week of the year shaping up? Jeff is back with the final AccuWeather forecast of the year. Well, it is a darn good night to be in Times Square tonight. It is beautiful out there.
It's not bad. Now, we have to keep an eye on the radars. There could be a rain or snow shower coming in right around or just after midnight. So
festive
for the revelers,
flakes.
Yes, there could be some festive flakes mixed with the confetti. Now, if there's one thing we're going to remember about this New Year's, it's Anthony Carlo's jacket. If that had some LED lights on it, like the Empire State Building, look at the Empire State Building coming up right here. Very pretty. As we look over toward Empire, that temperature right now 43 degrees, light wind out there, really ideal conditions, as Anthony Carlo was pointing out and Ryan Seacrest pointing out from Times Square for now. But by midnight or just a little bit after midnight, there could be a sprinkle or a flurry around. Today's high, 43, average is 41, so we're 2 degrees above that. The warmest New Year's Eve on record was 63 back in 1965. It got all the way down to 7 below on this date, though, back in 1917. Sun setting these days at 4:38. So right at the stroke of midnight. There could be a rain or snow shower moving into parts of the area, more likely just after midnight here in the city. 44 for tomorrow, maybe a morning sprinkle or flurry, then otherwise mostly cloudy. Could be a couple of peaks of sun, or at least some thinning of the cloud cover during the afternoon hours. 43 your number right now at Newark, 40 at Teterboro and White Plains, but 30s in basically all of these surrounding areas well outside of the city. Newburgh 37, 39 at Morristown, 36 even down the shore at Belmar. Check out the radars. And this stuff is tending to fall apart a little bit as it moves from, say, Hunterdon County into Somerset County. Could be a brief sprinkle or flurry there, but there's a little bit steadier action between Allentown and Scranton, and that's what we'll be keeping a close eye on as we approach ball drop time at midnight. Yeah, there could be a couple of snow showers just west of New York City at that point. Could be a rain or snow shower in the 5 boroughs between, say, midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning before it all fizzles out later. Kind of a dreary start to tomorrow. What's new? It's been so cloudy lately, right? Could be a morning sprinkle or flurry, and then we try to brighten things up a little bit north and east of the city during the afternoon, at least a little bit thinning of the cloud cover. Those temperatures getting up to about 44. Colder tomorrow night, down to freezing in the city, 20s in your normally colder spots. And Tuesday, finally, a full day of sunshine. It's been a while since we've seen that, right as we head back to work and school, right? Temperatures back up into the lower and middle 40s. Beyond that, increasing clouds by later Wednesday. There'll be a system coming in and out of the Great Lakes, another more significant weather maker coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. These two will combine forces into a big storm, but too little, too late to give us any significant weather around here. Could be a rain or snow shower Wednesday night into Thursday. Could be a different story, though, by later in the weekend. 37 for tonight, mostly cloudy, a rain or snow shower in spots late. It's a rain or snow shower in spots tomorrow morning, then clouds and perhaps a few breaks of sun. That high getting up to 44, clear to partly cloudy tomorrow night, down to freezing in the city, 20s in many interior suburbs. A lot of sunshine on Tuesday. We're talking about middle 40s. Clouds increase later Wednesday. Could be a rain or snow shower Wednesday night and Thursday. And then we step back our temperatures to normal for a change. 40 for highs Friday, Saturday. And we have to watch Saturday night into Sunday. There could be a significant East Coast storm, and that could be rain or snow, depending on what part of the area you live in. Specifics will come as this becomes clearer later on in the week.
Ooh.
Something to keep an eye on.
Definitely.
Biggest threat in a while.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We don't want to hear from you till next year. Stay with us. Festive Ryan has sports when we come back. One final time for 2023. Ryan has a look at sports.
Can we just hope for better luck for all of our sports teams in 2024?
Nice.
That needs to be at the top of the resolution list, to say the least. The Giants' playoff hopes came to a crushing end last weekend, which meant there's a new focus for the final 2 games, playing spoiler for teams trying to make the playoffs. The Rams, one of those teams, they had a 10-point third-quarter lead at MetLife when this happened. Tyrod Taylor up top to Darius Slayton, a beauty. 80 yards for the touchdown. Mason Crosby missed the extra point, and that would prove crucial. LA took a 7-point lead late into the 4th when Gunnar Olszewski made the play of the game. Looks like he stopped. He wasn't. Gunnar living up to his name, gunning for the end zone, and he would find it. 94 yards, the second longest punt return in Giants history. Wow. All of that led to this. Giants down 1. Crosby from 54 for the win. Not even close, friends. A crusher for Big Blue. They lose a heartbreaker, 26-25.
I don't think what should have or could have matters at the end of the day, because we didn't. We did enough to put ourselves in position to win, but we also hurt ourselves in some areas as well too. It's the reality of the game, and we have to be better at those moments.
To the NBA now, where what better place to spend New Year's Eve than Oklahoma City? Oh, yeah. Those lucky Brooklyn Nets. Before we drop the ball in 2024, how about some ferocious ball drops through the hoop? Dorian Finney-Smith says, see you, Chet Holmgren. Then the emphatic one-handed jam. Then in the third, Spencer Dinwiddie wanted a poster before the end of the year, too, slamming it on top of Holmgren. My goodness. Lou Dort, he wanted to join the dunk contest. Instead, after he missed it, ended up all by himself in the corner, would knock down the big 3. Nets dropped their 3rd in a row, 124-108. The ugly final. Islanders and Penguins in Pittsburgh. 7 seconds in, the gloves are off. John Ludwig, yeah, Happy New Year. Matt Martin going at it. Pent-up aggression after the Islanders got blasted 7-zip in their last meeting. Isles down 2-1, 2 in the 3rd when Sam Bolduc nets the first goal of the season for him. That made it a 1-goal game, but that's about as close as the Isles would get on this night. Penguins get the win, 3-1. And we end the year with the woman who owned 2023. Taylor Swift Back in KC to watch her boo, Travis Kelce, and the Chiefs take on the Bengals. Kelce and crew trailed by 10 early, but they rallied for a division-clinching win. And yes, Taylor, much to Liz's delight, still in her Chiefs Kingdom era, Kansas City beats Cincinnati 25-17. And really, that is one of the biggest developments of 2023. Not Travis and Taylor, but that relationship has made Liz a football fan. Oh. Just remarkable what she has meant
for the NFL entire
across the board.
She broke into the rundown tonight.
And I love the fact that she wore his jacket tonight.
It was a great
Just a
touch.
cute moment.
See that?
You know?
You love to see it.
Happy New Year. Thank you, sir. We're right back. And that is the news for now. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Joe Torres.
I'm Liz Cho. For all of us here, we wish you a happy, peaceful, and safe New Year. Right now, we're going to send it back to Times Square and Ryan Seacrest. Have a great night.
Happy New Year. We could have did that.
Live from Times Square, it's Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 2024 with me, Ryan Seacrest, presented